Hey y'all, it's Melissa at MessyMissy Creates. Let's work in the journal again today. So this is all the goodness we have so far. I found the little Pizza Hut box, so I just slipped it in right there, and we enjoyed our pizza and our movies that night. And this is what I'm going to work on today. I don't have that much to put on this page, so this page should be pretty quick. Should be is the key word. Sometimes pages that are, you don't have much, sometimes they can be harder. I don't know. What do you think? Is it harder to document more or less? I'm looking for washi because I know I want to start this one off with washi. I did not put washi on this side. And very interesting. There's really no other color than green on this page. So I have this solid, no, it's not the right green. I don't want to mix in that. This is a brighter green. It has a little bit of yellow in it. Let me see where in this little basket. I know I have green. This one might actually finally get to work. It's almost made it a couple of times, and then it gets nixed. You know, it just doesn't make the cut. But this time I think it will. So might as well get that on there before we get anything else on there. And then I got to remember a cluster, so I don't do that at the end. So I should have plenty of room on here to have, you know, plenty of writing space plus plenty of cluster space. That was a mouthful, by the way. Just thought I'd tell you that. Okay. So really, what I have for this day is, it was Sunday. And that was it. Well, I did laundry. And I did a video. And this is so cute. Okay, I saw this on Facebook or Instagram. It's called Hatchaholic. And it's Barbie chicken coop. I don't know if it's real, but I think I need one. I mean, what would I do with it? I don't know. But look at those. Look at the eggs. Look at all the... And her hair. Well, that kind of looks like my hair when I'm collecting eggs. But anyway, I don't know if this was a real thing or if it was just something somebody made up, you know, because you can't believe everything you see on Facebook. But anyway, I saw that day, and I said, I got to put that on my page. So I printed it out, and there we are. So, he and I watched some TV. Now, I was planning on using one of Elizabeth's TVs, which these are adorable. But I found this was in my junk mail yesterday. And it is from my Walmart subscription. And look at this, it's perforated, y'all. It's just like they planned it for us to be able to use. I tore off the front page. I don't know why they, oh, okay. Wait a minute, sorry, the plant didn't come with it. Okay, so I have, this was the two of us. Okay, and I lost the plants, darn it. Are they on a perforated page? No, they're glued into the pages, but we're going to get them back. Maybe I should just cut them. That might be the smartest thing to do. I don't know. Because I like the plants. Okay, obviously I would cut this in half, and I would use this for a day that I'm watching TV and a day that he's watching TV. So I'm going to cut it right here. And then put, I don't have a house plant, but I'm going to save one for one, like this one, maybe. And then I'll use the lamp on this one. Now, I could actually cut around the lamp and, you know, be all correct about this, but, and And then I could use one of the TVs in the background. I could even cut this orange spot off. It doesn't have to be on here. Okay, so let's do that. There we go. All right. We just whacked that one all to death. So we have this. Now we can still put one of Elizabeth's TVs on here, like they're watching it, right? Okay, so obviously I wouldn't use the big one. So let me see how this small one looks. We had a lazy day. He fished. He got home late Saturday. Remember, he fished on this day, and my niece came. And no, he didn't get home that late, but he was pretty tired. And anyway, so we just kind of had a lazy Sunday, and it was quite nice. I did get to make a video, so I got to play in my craft room for a little bit while he was watching probably the race or football or whatever. I mean, if there's a football game on and I sit down and watch it, it doesn't matter who's playing. I'm going to get into it. Even if I don't have a dog in that hunt. I'll find a reason to root for whomever, whichever or the other. And, okay, so what do we think of this? I think that's perfect. So for a day that I didn't have anything, I think I'm going to cut this. You can see this perforated edge down here. I'm going to just trim it. Okay, so there. That's us watching the TV. So that's going to go right there. And then I'll put this and this up here in the laundry. Like that. And then I have this. These are just memes that I have. There was another one that I thought about putting on the page. This one says, life is not like a box of chocolates. It's more like mixed veggies with freezer burn. And it's Eeyore fishing. And I love Eeyore. He's so cute. And it matches my page. So he might make it on the page. I don't know. We'll see. But he may not fit with Barbie and everything else. So let's get gluing. So how are you doing? Figured I'd ask in the first few minutes of the video instead of after the video. Do I need to scoot this over this way at all? No. I mean, it kind of abruptly ends right there. So I'm trying to think, does that bother me? I mean, obviously it does a little bit, or I wouldn't have moved it. We do have a lamp over here. I could put the TV more like here and kind of spread it out a little bit more. Maybe that makes my eye feel better. Let's let it sit there and rest for a second while we debate about this other stuff. Oh, and a cluster. Well, this technically is a cluster. This technically is about to be a cluster. So if we want to get technical, yeah, because this, I mean, I could doll it up and add a few more things and whatever, but technically this is about to be a cluster because I'm going to put laundry right here. But I was trying to, you know, do it in the, I don't want to say the easy way, but in the truest sense of the whatever. But this is really technically a cluster. So I think we might, let's look. I mean, because obviously Eeyore doesn't have to go on there. I'm going to leave Barbie on there. This has no green in it whatsoever. If I didn't have this TV and stuff, I could put this on here. That would fit. That needs something else added to it. I have a pump cone. This is a pump cone. That would be pine cone and pumpkin put together. I have, that would match. And that would not, really. Golden hour. Am I ever going to use that one? And then leaves crunching. This is a big one. This one could be a tip over here. Or, yeah, I don't think I really want to do that. I think I'm going to call this my cluster. I'm wondering if there's like one more thing I can add to it. If not, I could use this one and put it right here and just glue it in. And that would be that. I'm going to put this up here. Uh-oh. I boogered up my washi. I'm going to put that up there. I think I'm going to leave some room to like put marker around it. And then I'll probably put this here and I can start writing here and then go here. And then I can't tip this in because of the lace. I could tip it in here. And that wouldn't take up my writing room. And that would be a good cluster for this page. If I don't use this. But it's 3 things and they're touching. As long as I don't scoot this over like this. I mean, I know I'm being petty. I could put washi on that side. They're still touching. Don't touch me. You're touching me. You're touching me. Do you remember? Did you have siblings? Did they do that with you, you know, in the car? And they just, they knew you didn't want to be touched. And then they're just like barely touching you. And it's like, stop touching me. Mom, she's touching me. I don't know what made me think of that. But anyway. Whatever. Whatevs. It might change where I put Barbie. Because, oh wait, it might have changed where I put this. Okay, so, okay, go away, Sticky. I don't want you on there. I don't want you to be sticky anymore. Okay, so I finally had something glued down. So if I put this here and tip it in, then I don't have to have this as my cluster. But I think this works with this page anyway because it's got a green bow on it and it just, you know, it just fits, I think. I don't know what I'm going to write on it, but I think that that works. But what I probably would do is do this instead of over on the other side. Put Barbie over here and this right here. So that is why I moved that, and that's not too sticky anymore. Hope it doesn't hinder my writing. And I did not really leave room over there to write on the... It's okay. It's all good. It is all good. And let's tip this in first. So let me recap my glue. Eeyore may have gotten pushed by the wayside. Unless we just add him in over here. But again, that can go on any day. I just printed it a while back and thought I'd use it. I could... What else could I do? Do I want to use this green washi again? Eek, eek, eek. Oh, that's going to cover up. I might use clear tape. I didn't think about using that because it's going to cover up our little, almost called it an umbrella, the ladder with the green bow. And I can put washi tape on the back. And, ooh, that's all kind of wrinkled. All kind of wrinkled. I have learned that I do not have a lot of green washi. I have some spring green now, and this probably fits that description. Not necessarily fall green, but it matches this dyed paper pretty well. So I'm happy to be able to use it. I have green leaves, but I don't have any green fall. None of my fall washi, like I saw Allison's video, she had some green pumpkins kind of like this that I love so much. She had some pumpkins but the background of the washi was green. So, okay, that's gonna annoy me. Doing, 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 doing. And what else are we gonna do? I'm gonna glue this down. Pretty sure about this. Eeyore got the boot, which is okay. It was kind of a bah humbug kind of thing. And it wasn't a bah humbug kind of day or anything like that. So don't think that that's why I was putting that on that page. Yeah, I think I'm going to slide it right there. And I left room just in case I want to marker around the edge of that too. But that definitely is curling up, and I did not want it to. But I guess I should have pushed it off of the spine a hair. But that's okay. At least it preserved some of my, tipping it in preserved some of my writing space. And I can write there, and then I can write there. So let's finish this one, and then we'll be done with this page. So I'm going to glue the TV on first. So if I want to, now that I don't have to have this one as a cluster and it doesn't have to connect, because we actually do have a table lamp right here on his side of the couch. I have one on my side too, but anyway, I'm going to use glue stick on the TV, maybe. And then, yeah, so these TVs come from Elizabeth at Never Hopeless by Elizabeth. They are in her freebies, in the description of her videos. So if you go watch any of her videos, look down in the description and click more, and you'll see a whole list of freebies that she has. Ooh, big glue boogers. Okay. Yeek. So I want to kind of tuck that right in there. That way you still can see the TV. And I'm going to switch to art glitter glue because these are cardstock. Or cardstock weight. It was just a mailer that came from Walmart. It was telling me with my Walmart Plus membership, I have access to, wait a minute. Maybe I need to take that off so it's not so thick right there and bulky. I didn't even realize that was there. Peacock, which I was already paying for, which I've been meaning to cancel, and I keep forgetting, or Paramount Plus. So if you have either one of those two and you like them particularly or dislike them, or have any input whatsoever, let me know, because I'm going to choose one of them. I'm going to discontinue my Peacock, and then I guess you go back and do it through Walmart Plus and you get one of them free. I'm kind of leaning towards the Paramount because I think we got Peacock so that he could watch one football game one time. And we've been paying for it for like 6 or 8 months now. Well, no, it was since last NFL season. So that's how long we've been paying for it, for one football. I had thought about putting this behind here just as a little journaling spot, and I forgot about it. But it's okay. I just had it laying there. So anyway, that's the 12th. That was an easy day. And we have our cluster. And I still am going to have to make some more clusters. Okay, so this is Monday the 13th. Oh, I may need to ink this page. Okay, darn. I did not pay attention to that fact. That might need to be inked. And I don't know if I have my ink stuff handy, because I'm making so much other stuff that I don't know. But anyway, I cleaned my oven. So a lot of you have been asking me if I'm going to show how to dye papers. Well, part of that was me cleaning my oven, because I dry mine in my oven, and there was no way I was letting you in my oven. So I ran the cleaning cycle on it. Well, I attempted to do it twice, and then I finally got it done the third time. 2 times, I didn't know how long it was going to run, and I had to cook dinner, so I had to cancel it, and then realized I had to wait for it to cool off. And then, and only then, could I cook my dinner. So dinner was late that night. I'm trying to think if I have something else that I would rather put, like another piece of paper or something, or if I have enough stuff that I don't need anything on that page. But I don't like this white background. I can't find my little, aha, here it is. Okay, we're on. This only takes a second. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do peel paint, because I think that's the one that matches that. We're gonna find out in just a second. Let me move all of this. And I made sure everything was cut out too, or almost cut out, before I started this video, in hopes to get 3 pages done again. I put too much water. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Okay, move out of the way. Another wax sheet, so I don't end up with ink all over everything. Underneath, that is. So, and I guess I'll have another all green page, unless we decide to add a color to this. But I like getting some of these little dots, and I just like pouncing it where there's little dots of ink. I think that's good enough coverage. Here's my napkin. It just got pushed back a little bit because I hadn't inked a page in a minute. Let me put this right back. I need to put it in a drawer. What drawer can I put it in that I'll remember? Y'all remember I put it in the drawer with my loose notepads. I will never remember that. I can see through the drawer though. Okay, so when I'm looking for it a month from now, or a week from now, or tomorrow, you'll know where I put it. Okay, so this day I ran it for the full cycle. I was trying to wait till it cooled down enough, because it heats the house up so much. So, I cleaned my oven. This was after the cleaning cycle, which just left all this like ash and residue. It wasn't that bad, but it did have some blobs in it, but they were just ash. So this is it after I wiped it out. Took like a dry paper towel and wiped out the dust, and then went back with a wet cloth and wiped the rest of it. Now I will tell you, it did not do much for the racks, the cleaning cycle. I put them in the bathtub and sprayed them with Dawn, and was hoping that some of that stuff would come off of it, and it was mediocre. I did not scrub them that hard, so, because I cannot lean over a bathtub and scrub very well. So it is what it is. But the answer to your question is yes. I'm trying to find the time. I've got my kitchen set up to where I think I can film it now. And I'm waiting on this to dry right here. And then I got on a FaceTime call with my niece, and she was showing me how baby M is zooming up and down the hallway in her little walker, and this was her coming back, and we were on FaceTime together. So anyway, that was a horrible picture. But anyway, so she's so cute in her walker, and buddy, she can go on a hardwood floor. So I don't think I need a pocket, although I mean a pocket would be cute right here. And I have green. I haven't used any of these. Yes, I did. I used one that Brooke gave me. Let's see. I have some Halloween Boo List. Oh, I have some more of these. Okay, so that green. Let me see. I love this. I got this Boo. That's to me more like something I would pin in like that. You know what I mean? That might be cute for her. Okay, are you dry enough? That's still damp right there, but it's not coming off. She could be saying, I got this Boo. That would be super cute for her. Right? And then I could put, I wouldn't need that one. I had a Walmart delivery, and then we had a meeting this night, a fishing meeting this night. So that can just go down there. It doesn't matter. And then here's my oven. Okay, I guess I have to cut these apart because they're not oriented the same way. So let's see. How exciting is that? Oh, hold on. Cluster. That gives some color to the page. Where's this? Let's see this big one. Let me see this big one. Because it might be time to use this thing. It does not match this page at all. It's not pumpkin time. I don't have a pumpkin yet. It's too, well, it's been cooler this week, but it's been too hot to have a pumpkin. I mean, if you put it out on your porch, it's going to melt or decay quickly. Okay, I don't like something. I may have to have, I need to make more clusters. It was not quite sweater weather, but that one could go there. It was cooler. I will give it that. That can hang off. That can go like that. I don't like these just floating around up here. So maybe they need to go on a flip. These I could glue down to this page and have, this wouldn't tip, but let me see what's over here. I could put a paper clip right here and still use this for writing spot, and then write, I don't know if I'd write on this or not. But she's like, I got this. Yep, I got this. I'm wondering if I cut them apart and put one here and one here, would that look better? I don't know. Am I going to regret cutting them apart? Probably so. Let's see. I could put this up higher. Because, see, we don't have to see the doorways, right? And then this one could go right here. And I could even glue this in, right? And glue that down like that. Okay, I'm happy with that. And even this can move over here if it needs to, even though that's a cute page. I could put, I don't, think I'd rather have this over here. What's that gonna look like? Okay, it's just white on the back. Let's move those over here for right now. Let me figure out what to do with this. Maybe it's easier if I do have a pocket right here. That might be easier. I mean, I have like this, which does not match at all. And I could tip it and then put the oven pictures under here. And then you really wouldn't see them. You would just see this. That I think I like better. But let me see if I can find a piece of paper. I'm sure that I can. That would match this. Well, that Nope, 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 maybe. Let's see. What else do I have that could make a tuck? Well, or a tip-in. I was gonna just, can that go on there and that go on there? And then just kind of, that's as tall as that page, that paper is, isn't it? I think I need more contrast. More, I mean, that's fine and well, but I think I need more contrast. This is teal. This is not quite what I wanted. Because that's definitely green. Let me see what I have in my paper pad. I don't have a lot of green. I know I was facing away from you and you couldn't hear me. I mean, you could probably hear me, but I was distant. There is one green page in here. I mean, I could use the squirrels. See, it's not even the same green. It's like a hunter green. And this is more of a yellow green. But that's sunflowers. That's not. That's two something. That's greenish, but I don't really like the foil. That would add some contrast. That actually would, I mean, it's not really, I would have thought I'd have a scrap of that, to be honest with you. Yeah, this would work. Oh, my green and orange pumpkins. I know I have a piece of that left somewhere. Maybe it's in my cluster bucket. I have that. And I have, oh, that's a tag. It's not in my cluster bucket. Oh, I have here, this would work. It's got green in it. This would work as a pocket. Oh, I like that. It's got the same green in it. That's perfect. Okay, cool. So let me cut that down to 6 inches, and then we're just going to have a pocket. Not that we had that much to say or whatever. It wasn't that interesting of a day, but we're going to have a pocket. And I apparently did not cut that all the way. Okay. So that was easy enough. And get my art glitter glue out. And I think if I can finish this page quick enough, I think we still can do the next page. Because that's what I was hoping to be able to do, was 3 pages. Since that one didn't have that much on it. I had forgotten about inking that page though. Okay, scoot in. Probably should have cut it a hair shy of 6. But no glue escaped anywhere. So yeah, that green that's in the leaves of those pumpkins matches that page perfectly. Okie dokie. So we'll figure out Miss Precious over here in just a second. I think we're gonna put it in the middle of the page, and then I don't feel like I have to add anything to the top or the bottom. And then I'm not sure about this. Let's see, let me think about this tag. It was just one I pulled out. It's one that Hope gave me. Oh, I still don't have a cluster though. So where did my, let me repin my glue before it dries out and is not happy. And pretty sure that's going up there, although I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so I could use this, and I could fold it so that it's not so tall. I don't really want to use a cute one necessarily because I'm going to put pictures of the oven on it. So why hide a cute page with pictures of an oven? So let's see, where did my other pictures of the oven go? I've got one. Not quite. I can cut it down though. It was a good idea. And I can put that there. Where'd you go? I probably swept it up in my clusters. Because I seem to be missing the... It wasn't sweater weather, was it? It's definitely not sweater weather. Wasn't that one. Here's my oven. Okay, I knew it was in there somewhere. Now we might be able to use this one. Or this one. Let's see. This is a tag, not a cluster. So, I don't really want to cover up. That would really stick off that page like that. Let me see. If I had this here and this here, I could put this cluster here. That might not look too bad. It covers up the bottom of the ghost, which is super cute. But it definitely ties the two pages together. So, okay. So if we use that for the cluster. And then I have like this, but I don't want to put it down in a pocket because then I won't get to see the cute bunny with the jack-o'-lantern. Brooke these are ones that Brooke at Recreations by Brooke. These are ones that she gave me. Oh, this one might work. Things I'm dying to do. Yes, clean out my oven. Okay, I could fold it so it's not so tall. And oh, I think I just made it. Well, I could just put the picture of the clean oven on the front, right? And then we could put the dirty oven on the back. Yes, I think that's what we'll do. Things I'm dying to do. Clean out the oven. Okay, that's cute. And it's even blue. It matches. Doesn't match the page, but the orange does, right? Phew. Okay. Sometimes I think journaling should count as an aerobic workout. That's what I think. And I don't think that I'm allowed myself enough time to do the next page. But maybe we could get started. I gotta finish this one first. Let's see. Okay, so we got the Monday, the 13th. I'm catching up little by little. I'm gonna put this on here. So we made those decisions. Those were major decisions. So let's put it upright and in the middle. Okay, things I'm dying to do. And then we can, oh, I don't need that anymore. Then we can work on Cutie Patootie over here. Oh, and my meeting, hold on, and my Walmart delivery. These honestly can just go here. Or I can put the meeting reminder. Let me trim this a little bit better. I could make it look a little bit better than that. Not much, but some. And it could go like right here. It doesn't have to be front and center. I mean, it would still be on the page and it would still count. But, and the meeting was in the evening. Okay, so let's do this cute page over here. And I even kind of like the green background for it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue. No, I'm not. I'm going to tip this ghost in right here. And I think, wait a minute. I can't do that, can I? I can't tip the ghost in unless I tip the cluster in. Ooh, I could do that. Well, I could do that, right? I mean, I could tip the cluster in, and I could tip the ghost in. That would stick out too far. I didn't really want to. Let me see what happens if I move this down and put this up here. Oh, look what happens. The ribbons come off the top like that. And then I can tip this in over that. I can glue that down. And then I can tip the little ghost in, and she can be crawling around in her little walker just pretty as she pleases. Okay, let's do that. I think I need art glitter glue. And honestly, I think I'm only going to glue this part, this index card part. And then that way, if I don't think I have anything else that would go on this page. Let me tip this up a little bit so I can see that I'm putting it in that corner. Okay. All right. Got that. And then if I need to slide something under here, I can. Like that picture right there. You know, she can still go under this. And then I can use that green. Well, no, I could use the pumpkins. I could use the little pumpkins because it matches over here. And she's got a little cute little pumpkin. Am I in frame? Yeah. Okay. Is that the one that I like? Still haven't used my I Love Fall. This is just kind of a purple. That's kind of cute too, but it's a little bit thin for a tip in. This is kind of thin for a tip in too, but I'm going to use a smidge of Scotch tape. Just a smidge. And then I think I want the pumpkins facing inward. Of course I do, because it's harder. Where am I going with that? Like, what in the world are you doing, woman? This tip in is only this long. I was putting it down the whole page. Okay, so that right there would tip. That goes over a little bit. So I need about that much. And then I think that works. Okay, so that still gives me, oh, I forgot to put the oven on the back part of that. Okay, so that gives me, I glue these in. And you can still, like, I'm going to put that one right there. You can still see her in the hallway. And I can trim down these borders if I need to. But I did leave just a slight white border. Which doesn't really matter one way or the other too much. So let me glue this one down. Come on. Oh, I want you under that. Right up to the edge. And see, you can still see her right there. And then you can see her right here. And her so cute. Oh, y'all wait. I'm fixing to show you a picture that will just... Well, I don't know if it's on the next... No, it's not on the next day, but I'll show it to you anyway because I've already printed it. Oh my goodness. Cuteness overload. And she really had a bad week. She came by the clinic this past week to see me. And I got to take her around and introduce her to everybody. I think I want that up a little bit closer to the other one. There. And there. I don't want to write on the front, but I could write on the back. And I can write right here. And then let me put this oven on the back here. And then we'll be done with that. Oh, and the Walmart thing and the... Yeah. Are we ever going to finish this page? So, and I could even put Walmart right here. Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful idea. I'm kind of surprised because I had just had one Friday, and this was Monday, so... But I think Friday I got stuff for him to go out of town. Or whatever day that was. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. No, because he left Friday morning, so I don't know. I don't know why I had two so close together like that. But anyway, okay, we have finished that day. Yay. And we have a cluster. And so we got that day done, that day done. I love that this worked out that way. I think that's so cute. Showing us watching TV like that. I saw that in the, I don't know what that is. Saw that in the junk mail that I was fixing to get rid of. I was like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. I can so use that. So, I think I'm going to start on this day. I don't know, maybe, let me see what all I have on here. And then we'll make that decision. So I have, this is Tuesday the 14th. I made 2 videos and I had a very long chat with my mother-in-law. So we can decorate this journal, well, because I made a journal with me video, and then I made a, I think it was the cluster video, yeah. Oh, the journaling spot clusters. Which that ended up being, if you haven't watched that one, that ended up being some of my favorite clusters. I've used most all of them. I think for now that's going up here. I'm not going to try to fool with a pocket or anything like that. I might do this, I might do this. And we might break out this. Might be time for this cluster, because there's only so many days that it's going to fit on, and it's going to hang over a little bit, but tearing that part off helped a little bit. Now oh shoot, I tore too much of it off. I could tip it in. I've got writing space here. I could just glue it in. I think I'm gonna leave this picture over here because it's kind of got the green and orange in it. And then, actually that would have, I wish it was reversed. It looks better over here. It brings some of the orange over here. This is the one where I was worried about because this was green, this was teal. So I think I'm doing a pretty good job of tying those together right now. So I'm going to put these up here definitely. And then I need to cut out a phone. And let's see. Getting the day and date on is a big deal sometimes. It's just less floating around in the journal. But I don't like to do them ahead of time. I like the thought of doing them ahead of time. But I don't like... Because when I get to a day that, you know, I mean, I don't want to be held to having something in a certain place. Okay, so, ooh, I wrinkled it. All right, so these are Brooke's phones too. I've explained before how this is part of, she doesn't have just a phone printable, although Brooke, you could. I think Elizabeth has a free phone printable in her thing. It's not these phones. This came as part of another set of Brooke's that I had bought a long time ago. And, you know, she has lots of, like, clip art in them. And so, in her sets. And so, I take and I use that print to size app. And I zero in on one image. And then I can print it, a whole page of them. So, I'm going to do this. And then I even printed out a picture of my mother-in-law. Why? I don't know. Because I'm weird. That's why. Honestly, it only happened because the other night we were somewhere and we were playing a game and she was sitting there and just grinning. And when I put my thumb on, if you have an iPhone and you know, you put your thumb on an image and it does this like squiggly line thing, and then you take your thumb off and it'll say copy or make a sticker or whatever. Anyway, it did that to this picture. All I was trying to do was click on the picture. And so, okay, is that weird? That looks kind of creepy, but, so I may not use it. I don't know. But anyway, I was thinking that, but it cropped her picture out and I copied and pasted it. That was the only reason why I did that. So that may look a little weird, but that's who I was on the phone with. I mean, like for an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, that took up a good chunk of my day. And then these took up a good chunk of my day. And I also, this is Lydia's printables. And I have some of this stuff already cut out. I could put scissors. I can decorate. Put scissors, or the glue would match. Do I have a glue already cut out? Oh, I have little scissors. I've printed those in different size, the same way I do the phones. I have really little scissors. Oh, I have a journal already cut out. That kind of matches. Here's the glue. Let me put these big scissors back in. So I could put these down here and kind of decorate the page like that. I might put this right here. That matches. That matches. And then I can ground her on that little... Oh, and I was going to say, you know what? That's my cluster. I don't have to put this one here. I am going to put these on here because they match the blue. I am running out of time. So, you kind of get the idea of how this page is going. The only thing about using grid paper is if you don't get something straight, it tells on you. It really does. So, but it also gives you the opportunity to line it up. So, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Okay. So I wanted to give myself some room. I think I'm still going to use that because it ties in. Let me put this on. Well, it doesn't want to, my glue paper is too gluey. Too gluey. Oh, this child loves bluey. Oh my goodness. I haven't had little kids around in my life for a long time. But, oh my goodness, does that baby love bluey. And I do like that there. Let's flip the page over where it's not so bluey. And put this on there. This is some of my tangerine dyed paper. That gives me a little bit of a writing spot right here. And it doesn't look as creepy anymore having her picture like right here. Since it's grounded, it just, I guess the way I had it just floating wherever, I don't know, that just looked weird. I don't put, if I've taught, well, I guess we do when we take pictures of our craft chats sometimes. We don't always, but sometimes we do. So I was going to say, I don't always take pictures of people I have phone calls with, but I guess there is the occasion where I do. I'm thinking that I'm going to use, oh, I haven't glued this down yet either. Do I want, I don't want to put the glue all the way to the edge of here because it's going to stick out. So I just want to put it, well, I guess it wants to go right there. It said I want to live right there. So I have, I mean, I could put my journal up here. No, because, yeah, I did do a journal with me. No, that's too big. So I think I want the glue because it has the green in it. But I have the scissors. And I have my glue, the little glue stick. Because I did some crafting this day. And that looks like, oh. I promised to show you a picture. Now you'll get to see it in the next journal with me video, I think. But this is her 9-month picture. Is she not cute? Look at that little grin and those little dimples. And that's her 9-month picture. Oh, she's so precious. She has my heart. She has my heart. And she actually reaches out for you now. And I'm Aunt Mickey, and which because her mom and her grandma, her mom and her mom and her mom, the baby's mom, grandma, and great grandma call me Aunt Mickey. Or, well, my sister doesn't call me Aunt Mickey, but she calls me Mick. So do I want, yeah, I do. I think I like that there. And because I want my pages decorated. I don't want them just, this one's not very interactive. Doesn't have flips. I mean, we could have figured out a way to flip that one if we'd have really needed to or wanted to, but I didn't really think we needed to that badly. Maybe I want to angle that and then overlap. Nope. Maybe I don't. But I do want them to touch like that. I like my things, I like for things to touch on my journal pages. Do you? Maybe not everything. I mean, like these I spaced apart deliberately. But some things I like to touch, which I guess is the essence of a cluster. So anyway, here we go. We did 3 pages. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Okay, so that wasn't one of them. That was last time. Okay, so we got the 12th done, Sunday the 12th. I love this. Tell me what you think of this. I love, if anybody knows if this is a real Barbie, let me know. I mean, I haven't looked it up yet, so it could be. I love this page. I know this one was tough coming together, but I love this. This still feels like 2 pages, and I'm going to be 2 notepads, and I'm going to be sad. It's very thick. Things I'm dying to do. Clean my oven. Oh, but I am going to be doing a dye video. So I'm trying to get it done this week, okay? If for those of you who are still here. And then this is the 3rd page. So we got 3 pages done again. Yay. All right. I appreciate so much y'all being here. And that's crooked. Wow. And, yeah, I just appreciate all your comments, all your kind words, your questions, everything. So y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.